Hey guys, I'm back on YouTube. Sorry, it's been a really long time. I've been having computer problems. My old app, I didn't know how to use the webcam. But anyway, I come with a special installment. It's basically for English. Recently in school, since everyone knows school has started already, we were reading this book, The Omnivore's Dilemma, of course, Young Reader's Edition, like how we're going to read the whole thing. Well, anyway, in this book, basically it's talking about where our food comes from, and basically everything. It's all about food, and where it comes from, how it's made, how it gets to us, and all that jazz. So, I'm talking about this book to give you some insight about it. Maybe suggest that you guys read this, maybe if you don't read it for school. So in the book, the author, Michael Pollan, went to investigate about where our food comes from and how it's produced. Well, in the first chapter, it has different sections, like four, can't read Roman numerals. Part 1, the industrial meal, food from corn. So basically all the food we eat, from fast food to food we buy at the supermarket, except for probably vegetables, are all made from corn. And you're thinking, meat's not made from corn. Technically, no. Yet, yes it is. Because the cows, pigs, and chicken are all fed corn. All of them. On their alleged farms, when really they're mass-produced in factories. Maybe some of you know this, some don't, but anyway, coming with an installment. So, yeah, all of our food comes from corn. Even some things that aren't food are made from corn, like batteries, diapers, and such. You even have corn when you're brushing your teeth. Just wanted to give you a heads up for that. And, he just talks about all that, and basically about all the food, the agribusiness, with everything, how much fossil fuels used on the farms that produce the corn, grow it. Basically, that's what all farms are doing, is just growing corn. Some corn, they have so much that the elevators, or as we know them as those big silos, can't hold all the corn. They can't. So they have big mounds of it, all on the ground. Gross, right? They don't even know if they clean it. Who knows if they do? Then it's all mixed in with all these different farmers, corn. Then it's taken to feedlots, which are the factories, and given to all the cattle, pigs, and chickens. So they get fatter faster. So that way they can have more meat and have it for less expense. Good for us. Not so good for our health. Then we go on, oh my god, where's the section? And then the next section, which is, I don't know what's like, part 2, the industrial organic meal. As you know, there's a ton of organic stuff. A lot of it. Some of it, do you truly know if it's organic? It's labeled organic, but there's probably still corn in it somewhere. I mean, it's coming from these factories. Oh my god. Like, it started like... Okay, I'm going to read a section from the book. In section 2, page 112, at the end, at the birth of organic food. Once upon a time, all food was organic. It was grown without the help of fossil fuels, pesticides, or chemical fertilizers. As we have seen, that all began to change about 50 years ago with the growth of industrial food chains. One of the first to notice this change was a man named J.I. Rodell. In 1940, he started a magazine called Organic Gardening and Farming. In his magazine, Rodell wrote about the health benefits of growing food without synthetic chemicals organically. And I put that in quotes because it's in quotes on the page. So after the 1940s, they started this whole organic movement about around the time of the hippies, as they were called. So organic industry started up because they wanted people to buy their food because people wanted organic. So then we move on to section 3. This is local sustainable meal from food from grasses. A long time ago, food was basically all the cattle did eat grass. And that was a lot healthier for the cattle and for us. Because, we're getting so much nutrients from it. But then the industries came in and kind of messed the whole thing up. So he went to this farm called Polyface Farm and lived a week there and got to really see what it's like working on a farm. He got the hay. He moved the cattle from each pasture to pasture because they stayed on one pasture for one day and then got moved. Then the chickens were moved in to eat all the larvae and eggs of bugs off of the cow pats. I'm not going to say what cow pats are. Then, when they're ready, in season, as they claim, they're slaughtered. And industries say the way they slaughter them is unhealthy. It's gross, basically. When they do it out in the open and do it humanely, while in factories they sometimes crush them and do other stuff. And I'm not going to get into that. So yeah, it just keeps on doing that. And then the last section is on the hunting and gathering, which I didn't really read. That's why I'm doing this video. Yeah. Part 4, the do-it-yourself meal, hunted, gathered, and garden food. I didn't read that section, so I'm not going to get anything from that. So yeah, this book basically is all about food, where it comes from, what's the difference between industrial versus farm food. To be honest, I think most people should buy it locally. It may be more expensive, but it's a lot healthier for you. But anyway, I suggest you guys check this book out. Get it from your library at school or check it out at a bookstore. Ask local libraries, bookstores, and whatnot. But if you're like anything like the people of this century, you could probably get it on your Kindle or iTunes. So that's my installment for my project. Yeah. Actually, I don't know what else to say. Just keep your mind open about where your food comes from. And maybe don't eat, never mind. I don't know. Well, anyway. Well, I did basically everything, I think, on my script. Yeah. First time ever using a script. Okay, so you guys just keep your mind open about the food you eat. Check this book out. I thought I wouldn't like it, but actually I did like it. So just keep that in the back of your minds if you ever are at the bookstore or your local library or school library. Just ask them, do you have the omnivore's dilemma? So just keep that open. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos. I'll see you guys on my next installment. See ya.